Today I'm joining you from the beautiful Australian bush, which is not soft and delicate like some other countries. It is harsh and dry and prickly, but there are little pockets of gorgeousness and you kind of fall in love with the harshness after a while. Back in September of 22, I did a month of washi tape ideas, creating one idea per day, giving me 30 ideas in total to share with you. I've already made 2 videos going through the first 20 ideas, and this video is the final installment with the last 10 ideas. This video was delayed for a long time because I wasn't finished with the last idea, which was a washi mosaic. I've made a video about the process of finally giving up on the original mosaic idea and what I did instead. Make sure you have a look. I'm finally closing out this project and I have some amazing ideas to share with you. Please feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I always answer. Hi, I'm Ruby from the Useful Journal. Like this video and subscribe to my channel for washi tape art and journal reviews of journals with paper ranging from 52 GSM to 180 GSM. Let's jump in with my 21st idea. First up, we have a nice simple one that doesn't require a lot of equipment. You just need some post-it notes or paper squares or paper that you cut up into squares and then washi tape. Prepare the squares. You might choose to have 8 different colours of paper and washi tapes like me, or you might have them all the same. The tapes can match the paper or could be completely contrasted. Lay the 8 squares out on your page and put your rolls of washi tape on top, sorting out both until you have a colour arrangement that pleases you. You can tear the washi tape pieces or cut them if you prefer a neater look. That's it for this one, and it's as easy as that. This simple weekly layout provides an interesting way to incorporate an uncut piece of washi tape into your design. The only thing that needs to be noted here is when your tape crosses the join between the pages, push the washi right into the valley with a fingernail or the edge of a card before sticking down the tape on the second page. This will stop it from lifting at the centre. I had the seemingly brilliant idea of recreating a cross stitch with washi tape. Unfortunately, I chose a difficult pattern that needed detail added afterwards, like the eyes and other lines, and I also chose to do a 2mm square so that the design would fit on an A5 page. These were not great decisions because it took forever just to do a few rows. There was no set pattern to the colours, so I constantly had to check the pattern and my key. In the end, after leaving it for a very long time, I decided to abandon the project and I tried a new design that was a pixelated tile design. It was a much better idea and it worked out quite well. For this technique, you definitely need a cutting mat, a knife and tweezers. You'll also need a pattern from which you'll work out a key based on the colours you plan to use. I'd consider doing this again with similar tile designs where there are consistent rows of colours used, and I'd like to see if it looks as good with larger squares. I've done a whole video about this washi mosaic, so see the link. Look, this swatch page didn't turn out quite as nicely as I'd hoped. There's so many beautiful ones online and I had high hopes of doing something similar, but you'll get the idea. I have so much washi tape that my swatches are laid out in my swatches journal, and each sample is the width of the page so I can see more of the design. But if you want to do something smaller, I present to you an alternative design. I used pencil to draw out the paint rollers, which are different widths to suit the width of my different samples. To make the washi look more like it was painted, I used my X-Acto knife to cut a wavy line at the end. Then I just used Tombow dual brush pens to colour the rollers. We've already used washi tape to create frames for boxes on a weekly spread, which can be seen in the first washi tape ideas video. In much the same way, washi tape can be used to frame photos and images and create a picture board. I printed a photo using a Sprocket zinc printer, then laid down the washi tape first with the photo on top. The board is completed by using washi tapes to fill any gaps between text and images, and then using stickers or rub-ons to fill any smaller gaps. This technique wasn't used in my medieval month, but I've used it a couple of other times and I wanted to include it here. 30 ideas in a month was a lot to achieve. While I'm showing this technique in terms of fashion or drawings of clothes, it could be used in other applications as well. The idea is to cut the washi directly on the page with an X-Acto knife, like I did with the flames from the dragon's mouth and trophies for the mood tracker, both shown in my first washi ideas video. But layers are used to suggest folds or texture. This technique has the highest risk of cutting through the page of your journal because you have to press harder, or you might have to cut twice to get through the layers of washi tape. The best washi tape for this technique is tape with a degree of transparency, so that the difference can be seen between a single layer and multiple layers in the same washi tape. This is best shown in the top and overskirt of this second example. Washi tape is often used as a base in mixed media creations. This piece has washi tape, paper, stickers, ink added with stencils, gesso and modelling paste. In this type of mixed media picture, the washi tape tends to be stuck down to the page first because it tends not to stick as well once you've added other mediums. You can see in mine that I've toned down the colour of it by painting over most of it with white gesso. The white gesso helps to secure it on the page and creates a better surface for adding other mediums like inks, which might just bead and run off washi tape surfaces. I think it created a really nice base for my overall picture. This technique was so much fun. I didn't take video of this one, just a few photos, so I'll try and recreate the technique for it so you can see how I did it. I took pieces of washi tape and rather than fold them in half, I folded them so there was a small amount of sticky surface still exposed. I then cut the shape of the leaf and used the sticky section to attach the leaf to the page. Because the rest of the leaf was double-sided, it doesn't stick to anything and allows you to build a whole bunch of texture by adding lots of them. I arranged the leaves to overlap each other so they looked like a pile of leaves on the ground. I love how this turned out, and it would also work for, say, tiles on a roof. I love that when I set myself a challenge, I come up with some really cool ideas. I started out on this one thinking I'd just do an outline of a picture, but I found this image online of a geometric horse by Tigrafire32 on DeviantArt and copied it in washi tape. So it was definitely not my design, and I wish I had the time and the creativity to come up with something like this. I've not seen anyone else try line art with washi tape, and it's pretty straightforward. Grab a washi tape with a width of 3mm or less and lie it along the lines of your drawing. The main thing to keep an eye on is the ends. You may need to use collage mediums such as Mod Podge to glue it down after you've laid the tape. If you've been watching my videos for any period of time, you will have seen me using this torn washi collage technique a few times. I love the easy process because you just need a roll of washi tape and nothing else, and the results are so good. Tweezers can be handy to maintain a hold on the small pieces. You can't beat this technique for blending colours and creating shadows that help define your picture. Pieces of washi are torn off the roll and torn up into smaller pieces and shapes that will create the colours, lines and shadows you need in your picture. The nice thing is that you can keep layering until it looks right and remove any pieces that aren't working. I have been able to tear washi tape down to tiny strips of only 1 millimetre wide, but if you really need a precise shape or thickness, you can just use scissors. It will blend in the end. So that's the end of my 30 washi ideas. If you'd like more ideas on how to use your washi tape, don't forget to watch my first 2 videos, which were called 10 washi tape ideas and 10 more washi tape ideas. Along with this video, that makes 30 ideas in total to use washi tape in your journal, and they are a mix of easy ideas and some that are more involved. I hope you have fun with your washi tape, and I'd love to see what you do. Tag me on YouTube, or if you'd like to tag me on Instagram, my handle there is @theusefuljournal. See ya.